So I'm just sitting here thinking, and these are my thoughts. This moment, like I was just questioning the creator. I never really know what to call it. We're just gonna say the creator. Uh, just that power, that wisdom, that intelligence, that divinity that's behind the creation of all of this. I'm just asking him, like, what's the point or I'm not gonna say him, but asking it, because I believe it's an energy. It's like just a ridiculously intelligent and even conscious energy. There's no gender, right? So I'm asking it, like, what's the point though? Like, I'm out here, it's dope, I'm loving it, but what's the point? Like, why? And that's just how I am. Why? Like, what? Like, do I come away from this a better person? Am I gonna come away from this and level up in some kind? Like, what's the point? Right? And so the answer I got back was that there's no point. This is not about leveling up. This is verification that you've already leveled up. This is the answer I got back, right? That this is a privilege. Like, you have to earn this to be able to even develop a will and a desire to do this. Like, you have to earn this. Like, this creek, the sounds of the waters over, flowing over the rocks, this is going on every single day, 24/7. And it's just here for anybody to see and enjoy. Anybody could do this physically. Like, it meaning that it's available to anybody, but you have to be in a certain place mentally and spiritually to where you're not afraid to escape the busyness of this world, or you're not afraid to rebel and refuse to give in to the busyness of this world and the hecticness and the stressfulness and the sometimes chaoticness of life. When you gotta be like past that. You gotta be present but not present, right? In it but not attached. You have to be detached, disconnected from a lot of those things that people consider so important. None of that stuff can matter, right? You just got to get to the place to where you realize that everything in this life is temporary, and at the end of the day, none of this matters. The bills and the job, and I'm not saying you don't need that stuff, but what I'm just saying is, even, the kids, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, when you place too much importance on those things, you can't enjoy stuff like this the same way. Like, and it may be, few exceptions, but I just don't feel like you'll even desire to do stuff like this. Like, you have to earn that desire, and then it's like what you benefit from it is immeasurable. Like, you have experiences that are literally just out of this world, but that's a level, and you gotta earn it. And I mean, I know this because there was a time where I was that person, where just the things of this world I place so much importance on. Like, I had no desire to do stuff like this. It's like I wasn't able to sit still, because I always had to be doing something, placing so much importance on all these, things in this world. I'm always putting out fires, always something to address, always something to tend to. During those times, I wasn't thinking about doing stuff like this. And it's like, I got too much stuff to do. I can't sit still like this. It's too much on my mind. I can't sit still like that. You gotta escape all of that. To earn this. You gotta earn it. But man, oh wow. It's like the most amazing thing ever. Like, it's literally indescribable. Like, to express, to like put in words. Just the way this makes you feel. But yep, that's what I was told. But that's the communication, that's the answer I got from the question when I asked, what is this, like, why? What is this all about? Like, what's the point of all this? There is no point. It's something you've earned. It's like things are kept hidden from us, and we got to, like, the greatest treasures in life are hidden from us, like, in our spiritual eye, in our spiritual senses. Like, spiritually, we're just not alive to it. It's like you're fighting to get your sight back. You're fighting to get your awareness back. Right? You're fighting to be able to see. You know what I mean? Like, see with understanding and comprehension. Like, really being able to see what you see. I don't know, because a lot of people, you can see and not see. Like, I used to see sunsets all the time, but I never saw them. I didn't see them. I used to see them, but not see them. Like, I would see them, and it wasn't nothing special to me. Like, I wouldn't even give it my attention. That's when I was harder. Like, in my heart, I was harder. Like, I was just totally insensitive to stuff like that, and trees and all this stuff. And I mean, it was cool at best. It was cool at best, if I paid any attention at all. Even the same with the water. It's cool at best. I was seeing it, but I wasn't seeing it. I was seeing it, and I wasn't feeling it. When you see what you see, you feel what you see. And when you feel what you see, you see it on a whole different level. Like, to be able to feel the trees and the water and the sound of the water, not even just the trees, all the greenery, to be able to feel the dirt and the tree roots. Just a totally different level of seeing, because when you see but don't see, there's no experience behind that. You have to see and feel, and when you can see what you see and you can feel what you see, then you can experience what you see. And it's that experience that's so powerful. It's that experience that's so addicting. In my case right now, it's this experience that keeps pulling me back. It keeps drawing me in. It's that experience that when I leave, I almost got an attitude about having to leave even after being here for like 6 hours. It's that experience that when you leave and you're going about your day, it's that experience that just keeps bringing this place to mind. And I can't stop thinking about it. It's like when I'm not here, I want to be here. It's a whole different level of seeing. And, I don't know if there's more significance to all of this. For me, I'm always seeking transformation, so I could just go to the highest level possible. I know to change, you gotta change. So, where I'm at now, I'm where I'm at now based on the person I am now, and the way I think now, and the things I do now, the choices I make now. Right? So, to change, meaning go higher, level up, I gotta do something different. Now, exactly what that is, I don't know. Maybe this is part of that, because I've never done anything like this in my life. And I can't even fully say how I got to right here, to sitting outside where I'm at, building a fire, and just sitting here for hours and hours before I gotta go to work. Like, just me getting to that experience causes me to get up early so I can get out here before I go to work. It's kind of like a colorblind. It's like I compare it to a person that can see like normally, and then a colorblind person, right? Colorblind person, they only see like black and white or gray, I think. They don't see any color stuff, right? And then the other person, they can see colors. They can see colors fine. They got, perfect vision. So it will be like that person with the normal sight describing to the colorblind person a sunset, like the colors in a sunset. Or even just a color, like describing the color blue, right? Describing the color green. Like if you got a favorite color, it's because you feel that color. Like for whatever reason, you feel that color. Like you can feel the energy in that color, and it's specific for you. And I'm not saying that you're the only one. I'm just saying everybody is not going to feel that same energy that you feel from that color. So, other people are going to have different favorite colors. But you can feel the energy in all the colors. That's why some colors you like and some colors you don't. Right? Like, there's colors I just don't like. And what's happening is I'm feeling the energy from that color. I just stay away from them colors. I don't wear them. They're not in my house. They're just not around me. Or I keep it to a minimum. Sometimes, you may not can avoid it, but you can minimize it. But yeah, so like when you see a color and it becomes your favorite color, it's because you feel it. You feel it. You're experiencing it. And so it's the same as like trying to describe this to somebody that sees but can't see, and that sees but is not getting the experience because they can't feel it. But it's powerful. It's powerful. Like just to have that connection with the spirit world or the spiritual world, and just to talk, and that world talks back to you, and like for you to be able to hear it clearly, like you receive it clearly, like you don't hear it the same. This is a prime. Look, I was doing this earlier, and I don't know, it's funny that I thought about recording it because I never even planned on recording this. This just started out me recording a fire, and then I got to talking. But that voice inside of you, right? So I'm hiking through here, and I walk up upon what almost looks like a cliff. It's so steep, right? And I can be very adventurous sometimes, right? So I'm standing over this hill that's almost a cliff and just looking down it. And immediately there was like this energy inside of me that was just warning me, right? It was so strong. That's the best way I could describe it. Is it was like a fear, but there was no fear. Like I wasn't afraid to do it, but something inside, that energy, it was like an alarm going off, just telling me, do not do that. Do not do that. It's communicating. That world often communicates to us through our feelings, through fear, through uncertainty, confusion, just different ways, that uncomfortable feeling that you get sometimes when you think about, doing something. And there's various degrees of that, but that's why, a lot of people, they've done something in their past that they regretted, and then, hindsight, looking back, it's like, I knew I shouldn't have did it. I knew I shouldn't have. And they know they knew, but they did it anyway, right? I mean, that's what it is. But then you can